In the sun-dappled meadows of a family estate somewhere in the rolling hills of Pennsylvania, where wildflowers sway like nature's own confetti and the air hums with the gentle buzz of summer's last embrace, Gigi Hadid orchestrated a birthday bash that transcended the ordinary. It was the 5th birthday of her daughter Khai, a milestone that wrapped the supermodel's world in a cocoon of pure, unadulterated delight. Gigi, the 30-year-old vision of effortless elegance whose runway struts have graced the likes of Chanel and Versace, has always been a master at curating moments that feel both intimately personal and universally enchanting. But this celebration, shared through a cascade of Instagram posts that lit up her 78 million followers' feeds, was more than a party. It was a love letter to motherhood, a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of Disney dreams, familial bonds, and the quiet magic of watching a child bloom into her own light. Khai, the spirited 5-year-old with her father's brooding eyes and her mother's radiant smile, turned the occasion into a whirlwind of whimsy. Born on September 20, 2020, amid the quiet uncertainties of a global pandemic, Khai arrived as a beacon of hope for Gigi and Zayn Malik, the former One Direction heartthrob whose soulful falsetto has evolved into a solo career of introspective R&B anthems. Their co-parenting journey, marked by mutual respect and a fierce commitment to privacy, has been a delicate dance. Public glimpses rare, but each one more precious than the last. This birthday, however, Gigi flung open the doors to their private paradise, inviting the world to witness the joy through a lens of filtered nostalgia and unscripted tenderness. The photos Gigi shared painted a portrait of pastoral perfection. One image captured mother and daughter in a tender embrace against a backdrop of lush greenery, the kind of scene that evokes lazy afternoons in a storybook glen. Khai's long brown locks, cascading like a chocolate waterfall, were crowned with a riot of multicolored blooms, vibrant pinks, sunny yellows and defiant reds, that seemed to sprout from her ponytail as if by enchantment. Her face, turned coyly away from the camera, hinted at the shy sparkle in her eyes, a reminder that even at 5 she possesses the innate grace to choose her own spotlight. Gigi, dressed in a flowing white sundress that fluttered like a whisper of wind, enveloped Khai in her arms, their silhouettes merging into a single silhouette of serenity. The caption that accompanied this frame was a poetic exhale, "Celebrating you is the best day ever, every year." It continued with an exclamation that resonated like a mother's vow, "Happy 5th birthday to the light of my life. You are truly everything, so lucky and proud to be your mama." PS 5 How? The disbelief in that parenthetical aside, how could 5 years have slipped by so swiftly? Echoed the universal ache of watching time tiptoe through childhood's fleeting chapters. Gigi, who has built an empire on poised perfection, revealed a raw vulnerability here, the kind that binds her to every parent who's ever marveled at a child's growth spurt or puzzled over the arithmetic of anniversaries. Khai's arrival reshaped Gigi's world irrevocably. The model, once synonymous with high-fashion escapades in Milan and Manhattan, traded catwalk conquests for midnight feedings and playground pursuits. Her social media, once a glossy chronicle of editorial shoots and jet-set jaunts, evolved into a sanctuary for these softer stories. The first wobbly steps in a sunlit nursery, the gleeful discovery of finger paints that stain both walls and souls. The party's theme, a jubilant nod to Disney's timeless allure, infused the day with animated wonder. At the heart of the spread was a rainbow heart cake, its layers of pastel hues stacked like a sugary sunrise, crowned with edible glitter that caught the light like fairy dust. This wasn't just dessert, it was an edible emblem of love's spectrum, each slice promising sweetness in every shade. The table groaned under the weight of whimsical delights. A banner unfurled in elegant script proclaiming Khai's 5th birthday, flanked by plates emblazoned with playful motifs. Cowboy hats for the pint-sized wranglers, ice cream cones for the dreamers. These were vessels for giggles and grub, where tiny hands could grasp joy without formality. A coloring station beckoned with crayons in every conceivable shade, its surface alive with printed images of Angel, the sassy pink alien from Lilo and Stitch, surrounded by clusters of pink and purple balloons that bobbed like buoyant hearts. Angel, that feisty feline from the Hawaiian tale of found family, seemed a fitting mascot for Khai's day. Her mischievous charm mirrored the little girl's budding personality, curious, bold, and unapologetically affectionate. Gigi's choice spoke volumes about the values she imparts. In a world that often demands conformity, celebrate the outliers, the ones who color outside the lines and chase adventures with tails held high. The outdoorsy setting amplified this ethos. Picnic blankets sprawled across the grass invited lounging and laughter, while wildflower garlands draped from low-hanging branches framed impromptu photo ops. It was a celebration that honored the Earth's gentle rhythms, a counterpoint to the urban hustle Gigi navigates in her professional life. Days before the main event, Gigi had teased the milestone on her Instagram stories, offering glimpses that whetted the appetite for more. One frame showed her kneeling behind Khai, who was outfitted in a pink cowgirl ensemble, fringed vest, tiny boots, and a hat tipped jauntily over one eye, like a miniature sheriff ready to lasso the moon. "My girl is 5 today," Gigi inscribed, her words a tender declaration. "Happy birthday to me, greatest love and gift." The image radiated pride, Gigi's hands resting protectively on her daughter's shoulders, their shared gaze fixed on some distant horizon of possibility. Another story unearthed a long-buried treasure, a previously unseen snapshot from Gigi's pregnancy, her hands cradling a burgeoning bump beneath a soft knit sweater, captioned with whimsical foresight, "Khai Loading." It was a nod to the anticipation that preceded arrival, the 9 months of whispers and wonders that culminated in this vibrant 5-year-old. These shares weren't mere posts. They were portals into a co-parenting dynamic that defies tabloid tropes. Zayn, though absent from these particular frames, is a steadfast presence in Khai's narrative. The singer, whose album Room Under the Stairs delved into paternal reflections with tracks like Windowsill, has curated his own gallery of father-daughter escapades. A monster truck rally where Khai's wide-eyed awe met the roar of engines became a symphony of shared exhilaration. A Blackpink concert, with its kaleidoscope of lights and beats, introduced her to the thrill of live music, Zayn's arm a steady anchor amid the crowd's surge. These moments underscore their united front, separate paths, singular devotion. Gigi's storytelling extends beyond birthdays. She's chronicled Khai's first day of school with a mix of maternal pride and poignant release, backpacks slung over tiny